Hey Leo, this is going to be a love reading from now to the end of November. Please keep in mind these are general messages. They're not going to resonate with every single Leo. If it resonates with you, that's great, but if not, feel free. You can check out your moon, your rising, or potentially your Venus sign as well. We're going to look today at your past, present, and future energies in love and see what's going on, what's coming up for you. All right. I've tried here recently, trying to come out with, oh goodness, some more frequent readings because it seems as the channel has grown, which I'm very thankful for that you're all here. It seems like the energies, there's like multiple stories that keep trying to come out. So I just feel like if I try to find some time to allocate to doing a couple more readings a month, that gives, more opportunity for the stories that everyone here may need to go ahead and come out, and they don't all have to kind of cram in the 1 or 2 love readings I do a month. I'm going to test it out and see what happens and see if that makes sense or not for you guys, but let's go ahead and jump into it here. So, yeah, some pretty heavy cards here, Leo. So, in the past, we get the reabsorption of the empty moon card, which talks about a lot about spiritual ascension. It talks about you going through a major change, but this change is due to you confronting past issues, past pain, past trauma, past hurt, or just coming into some new knowledge that completely transforms you, the way that you think, the way that you behave, the way in which you approach the world. It also feels like in the past, so this tells me that something in the past changed the way you think about love. For some of you, whatever this is, it changed the way you viewed a particular person. Wow. There's some Pisces energy here, but what it tells me here is there's a pattern in the past for you in love that you've completely abandoned and dropped here in the past. For some of you, what you abandon is waiting with the Hangman energy of not taking control over your own love life, or or allowing someone to have more control over your love life than you may have been exercising. I get this energy like for some of you, you're realizing you always had the power, you always had the control, you just didn't necessarily exercise it. For some of you, you may come across very dominant, and you may have been trying to avoid coming across that way. But whatever it is here, there's some energy here where you've dropped something. And I get, whatever this is, you've dropped a bad habit. I get that. There's an energy here where you see things from a brand new perspective with the Hangman energy. This could be due to a relationship, but it could be something else that sparked this in you, but it's bleeding over into your love life. What else do they need to know about this? Yeah, it was spiritual for sure. You get the spiritual alignment card. For some of you, spirituality has played a really big role in how you approach your love life now. For some of you, astrology plays a big role in how you approach your love life. But for others of you, there's just an energy where you're on a true spiritual journey. Not everyone is, right? Or not everyone's really committed to that at, this point in their life. But the Leos that this message is for, it feels like you are. You know what's happening to you. You accept what's happening to you. You're very much so focused on that aspect of your life. There's something here for some of you, this spiritual alignment that's happened is what gave you the strength, the courage, the fortitude For some of you, just the gumption to drop whatever this is, whatever this habit is, or if this was a person. There's an energy here like you came into some knowledge here of who you are, and it's like as soon as you got that knowledge, you were just like, yeah, I don't have to deal with this. You may have always had this knowledge, but it's just being reaffirmed now for you. You see yourself differently, and because of that, you see the world differently, you see relationships differently. So, coming into the present, we have the fourth shadow, the border's end. So this talks about that place where you completely opened yourself up to the healing process. And you're in that space. I also get an energy, and I want to clarify this first, but I keep getting, because sometimes this card really talks about the reconnection with someone. So sometimes this can be energy of someone coming back, or this can be energy of someone who you're already involved with, but you begin to reconnect on a deeper level. And I think for some of you that may happen due to whatever this enlightenment that's happened for you is. Ooh, some of you are scared to do this presently. Maybe not scared, just a little bit worried with the Five of Swords energy. This talks about mental conflict, but this also talks in this deck about accepting your limitations. For some of you, I feel like presently and coming to the very near future, the major thing that you are starting to reconcile within yourself is that you have full control over you and how people deal with you. And anything that is outside of your control, you're not giving or putting energy into that. There's an energy here, like because you're not putting all of your extra kind of like extraneous time and energy into it, I keep getting this energy like the opportunity comes because of that. Because of you accepting responsibility for only the things that you can change and you can determine. What is this? With this Ace of Pentacles energy, again, because this card can talk about reconnection, I feel like someone may be asking for this Ace of Pentacles, another opportunity to show you stability, and you may not be trusting it completely with the Five of Swords. This can also talk about miscalculation. So I get there's this energy where for some of you, you want to allow the walls to come down between you and a person, but your fear, your anxiety, your worry is that you're miscalculating something. You're miscalculating what this opportunity really represents, or what they really want to give you, or what they want to take from you. Some of you have, yeah, there's a strong energy here. Get the Purity card. You really have, I keep getting this energy like you're going back and forth in your mind about whether this opportunity with this person that has come in, or that you are already involved with, that has come to you and said, you know, I'm ready for something more solid and stable. The mental conflict for you is that you want to make sure that this offer is real, that it's honest, that you can trust it, and that it's coming from a good place with the Purity card. What else do they need to know? Is there anything else they need to know about this? Some of you just don't want to take any steps backwards. We get the Justice card. Libra energy is here. You want it to be right and exact with the Justice energy. If it's not real, you don't want it at all. And it's not even like you don't want it, you don't even want to entertain it. Because you feel, for some of you, you feel like if it's not right and exact, it will take you off of your spiritual path, and you're not about that life right now. Okay. So coming up in the future here, we get the Desert. So either way, no matter what happens with this person here, there's expansion, growth, and opportunity coming for you regardless. I see here, and we'll get into this kind of relationship, but I'm getting that if this person is right and exact, and we'll see kind of what the cards say about that, then there's growth opportunity there. But if they are not, there's still spiritual growth that's happening for you, which will bleed over into other aspects of your life, personally, financially. It's interesting because you are going to be moving into a space where you're really willing to try new things, to expand your mind, to expand not just your mind, but expand your sphere of influence, expand the people that you talk to, the things that you try here. I feel like this is not just, this is definitely a love reading, but I'm getting a self-love reading on top of what's going on in this relationship here. Because I feel like for the Leos that this is for, they're of equal, if not, they're of equal importance, but your spiritual may trump this a little, this relationship for some of you. So we've got Aries energy. You may be dealing with one, or a Cancer. But when we talk about, I'm going to talk about the spiritual first because it's coming up the strongest. You are really taking the reins of your life, your spiritual journey here. You are assuming that role in the future as the boss, the navigator, the general. And you're choosing the direction you want to go in with the Chariot energy, and you're driving forward. Now, what I will tell you here for the relationship aspect, because I keep getting some of this with this person, that there's some type of energy of reconnection or deepening of a bond in love, that there's something about this relationship that feels very unstructured in the past that's going to move into a more structured energy. I feel like this person is not only going to be very regimented, maybe they are regimented, but there's something about them that feels like they know what they want. They're going to go after what they want. And all of a sudden they become this person that does not vacillate. They're so decisive now, all of a sudden, coming up here in the future. They know what direction they want this relationship to go in. There's an unwavering energy here about this person, whereas in the past it doesn't feel like that's what this was. What do I need to know about this? Don't forget your umbrella card. Some of you are really tapping into some spiritual gifts of insight that are just strengthening, especially this month. But when it comes to love, there's an energy where it feels like you're prepared for anything when it comes to this connection and this relationship. It's like for some of you, you already have a contingency plan. Like if it doesn't work out with this person, you may have someone else. I'm not saying that for all of you, but there's some of that energy. Or you just may know what your life looks like without them, and that doesn't scare you. It's there's energy like that's coming off like I know my life will be great with or without you. It's just depending upon what you're going to decide to do. You're so prepared for anything when it comes to this relationship. Is there anything else I need to know? Well, that's the perfect way to end it with your card, right? Strength. You're coming into your own in such a beautiful way in this reading. There's a powerful energy that you are going to be exuding and moving into where it's almost this energy of like you can't even believe. For some of you, you already knew this power and understood it, and you can't imagine how much more heightened that power can be or will be when you get there coming up soon. There's this energy where nothing can phase you moving forward here. I get this, there's this energy where I keep getting like you're protected and you are guided, and the strength can sometimes come with a bit of a burden, Leos. Be careful a little bit with this strength energy that, especially going into the winter months. I mean, technically we're in fall, right? But going into the winter months is allow yourself to be cared for, be loved, and honored, and vulnerable to those who you can trust. I don't know why that's coming up here, but there's an energy where with everything that it feels like you're going through, that it's important for you not to use your strength that you are just innately have, and you understand that you don't use that like it's some type of invincibility cloak. There's an energy here where although you're going to be fine and there's all this expansion and great things coming for you, and there's stabilization that's coming in this connection, there's a need here for, I guess, the energy of like just don't neglect your own emotional and mental well-being by trying to appear to be strong. I don't know why that message is coming up so strongly at the end here, but is there anything else? I think that may be it, Leo. So thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope it was helpful, provided a little bit of clarity for you. Again, thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscribes. I really appreciate that. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.